and powers a digital economy. By leveraging the latest technology, both local and multinational companies can stay connected and competitive in a vibrant ecosystem, with individuals maximizing their potential through new jobs and capabilities. It empowers us in our digital society by providing the necessary tools and resources to thrive in a digital world. Together, we will create an inspired, interconnected, and inclusive community where no one is left behind. And as the world becomes more interconnected and digital, cybersecurity becomes increasingly important. It ensures that all citizens can thrive in the digital space with confidence and peace of mind. At the center of Smart Nation is a digital government that serves with a heart to design smart solutions for our people. Digital government services create a closer relationship between the citizens and the government to create personalized and effective policies and initiatives that transform the way we live, work, and play. Let's seize this opportunity to think smarter and dream bigger than ever before. The possibilities are endless. The world you have always imagined is taking shape right here, right now. Welcome to your Smart Nation.
And after 10 years of Smart Nation initiative, Singapore has become the smartest nation in Asia. And on May last year, Singapore launched the Digital Enterprise Blueprint at the ATX Enterprise 2024. Let's take a quick look at what this blueprint is about. There are four main focus areas in this blueprint, and in focus area 4, it's all about upskilling workers to make full use of the digital capabilities. So as part of the Smart Nation initiative, we developed the Diploma in Engineering Computer Network and System course. It's a broad-based course aiming to upskill students in 6 main areas: computer networking, system administration, infocom services, programming, embedded services, and IoT systems. Under this diploma course, there are 5 modular certificates. Module Certificate 1 or MC1 focus on computer programming and networks. The first module, Digital Principle, aims to equip students with the knowledge, understanding, and design techniques necessary to design simple combinational logic circuits. The second module, Structured Programming, teaches students how to write program in a structured way with good programming techniques, and it covers topics like data types, input-output, selection control, and loop constructs, functions, and data structures. The third module, Network Fundamentals, provides an overview of computer networking. Students will learn about network terminologies, concepts, device, functionalities, applications, and standards required for computer networking. The second MC focuses on computer networking. The LAN switching and wireless module introduces students to LAN switching and wireless local area network. It covers basic switching concept and VLANs, redundant networks, wireless concept and configurations. It also introduces layer 2 security and network design. The second module, computer networking, provides students with an understanding of network fundamentals and routing principles. So students will learn about routing and routed protocols so that they can configure routers for local area network communications. The third module, Wide Area Network, will discuss the different WAN technologies and network services required in an enterprise network. Students will learn how to select the appropriate devices and technology to connect small to medium-sized businesses network. MC3 focus on computer applications. The first module, Microcontroller Applications, will teach students how a microcontroller works, how to program it, and the use of microcontrollers. The second module, Object-Oriented Programming, will equip students with the knowledge of OOP concepts. Students will be able to develop software with modularity and reusability using OOP approach. Module 3, Computer Architecture, will provide students with the knowledge on how a microprocessor system works and operates. Students will learn topics like computer architecture, memory interfacing, device interfacing, parallel and serial data transfer. The fourth MC will focus on Infocom services. The first module, Client-Server Application Development, will teach students the features of a client and server-side programming. Students will learn how to develop a client-server application over the web or mobile devices for internet applications. The second module, Cloud Computing Services, will teach students the principle of cloud computing, differentiating the use of cloud system, identifying the potential benefits and risks, as well as the ability to evaluate the different offering of cloud systems. The final module in this MC is server management, where we will introduce students to the principle, the concept, techniques in managing servers. The last MC focuses on the IoT technologies. Module 1, IoT System Design. This module will teach students on the pervasive connectivity and architecture needed in a smart city ecosystems. We will cover topics like IT-OT convergence, networking technologies and protocol, user interface with IoT systems, smart city and advanced manufacturing architecture and infrastructure, and IoT security, case study and example of IoT system and application. In the data analytics module, students will be introduced to the different data mining tools, data processing technique, and algorithm used for analysis and visualization of collected data stored in both the local and public cloud. The final module, mobile applications development. This module provides students with the skills and knowledge to develop and implement applications that run on mobile devices. Students will be introduced to open source tools with UI UX design, key concept in high performance mobile application development, using application program interface to send and receive data between server database and IoT analytics platform. With the wide area of knowledge and skills covered in the 5 MCs, our graduates will be able to find their interests and strength in one or more areas and be able to work in ICT and engineering companies dealing with computer networks and system technology in the following areas like computer network and infrastructure, embedded system development, IT supports, IoT and smart system, advanced manufacturing, and many more. Upon completing this diploma course, graduates can further upskill themselves with the following specialist tip offered by our school. Specialist diploma in cloud computing in architecture, specialist diploma in network security, and specialist diploma in operational technology cybersecurity with focus in network and system defense. Our graduates will also have further studies opportunity at local universities under the SIT Poly credit exemption. Our graduate will be offered credit exemptions at selected SIT degree program. And graduate of our course can also qualify for admission to the part-time Bachelor of Information Technology (BTech) in Engineering program at NUS. This pathway will offer opportunity for further advancement in the engineering education and career developments for our graduates. Here's the QR code which will direct you to our course website to provide you with more details on the Diploma in Engineering, Computer Network and System course. The total course duration is 2.5 years or 5 semesters. There will be 3 evenings per week starting from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. on weekday evenings. 2 intakes per year. For the April intake, application starts from 1st December to 31st January. For the October intake, it will be from 1st June to 31st July. We have a variety mode of trainings from face-to-face lesson to online lessons to practical hands-on lessons. I'll give you a few moments to scan this QR code. Thank you for attending this webinar. We hope that the information shared has been useful for you, and we look forward to seeing you in our course.
Thank you, Chunming, for the clear and insightful overview of the course. Our next speaker is Mr. Tan Toh Sing, who will introduce two key CET courses: Diploma Conversion in Computer Networking, Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing, Architecture. These two courses are thoughtfully designed to provide learners with both core competency and advanced skills needed to excel in the field of computer networking and cloud technology. Toh Sing, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Danny. Please allow me to share my screen first. Okay, I'll be introducing to you two diploma. The first one will be Diploma in Computer Networking and Cloud Computing. In short, we call NVCNC. Okay, for the agenda, this is what we'll be covering. First, I'll go through the course objective, and also we'll be asking this question whether computer networking skill is still in demand. Next, we'll look at the course structure and the features of the course, and I will give you the link to the website to find out more details about this course. So what is the course? What is the objective of this course? This is a conversion diploma course. So the objective is to reskill graduates who have a diploma or above from different disciplines, equipping them with the knowledge and skill required to undertake new roles such as associate network engineers, associate infrastructure engineers in the ICT industry. This course covers topics relevant to the setup, administration of both on-prem and cloud-based IT network system. So you may be asking, is computer networking skill still in demand? Well, we asked ChatGPT this question, and this is the answer that we have gotten. Looking at the response, I think it's very obvious. Whatever we are doing now in the emerging tech, like cybersecurity, cloud computing, AI, and even IoT, the basic fundamentals that is required to support all this is still computer networking. So we can confidently say that, yes, computer networking skill is still in demand to support all the emerging technologies. The main highlight for this course, as I've mentioned earlier, is a conversion diploma. So it allows you to convert your diploma to join the in-demand IT sector. It is a short duration course with 2 semesters, so it's only a 1-year conversion diploma course. And this course will make use of Cisco Certified Network Associate curriculum from the Cisco Networking Academy, as well as the curriculum from AWS Cloud Academy, which is aligned to the AWS Cloud Practitioner certification. In this course, you will be enrolled into Cisco Network Academy as well as the Amazon Web Services AWS Academy to learn using their official materials from these two academies and prepare yourself for certification if you are interested. But do note that participants will have to take the external certification on their own. Okay, the course consists of 2 PDCs. PDC 1, which is Certificate in Network Administration and Computer Communication, consists of 2 modules, Linux Essential and Computer Communication. Both modules are 60 hours. PDC 2, Certificate in Computer Networking and Cloud Computing, covers 3 modules, Computer Networking, LAN Switching and Wide Area Network, and Cloud Foundation. Okay, so let's go a bit deeper into the module. For module 1, Linux Essential. Now we know that quite a high percentage of server running the cloud are deployed as web server, application server, and so on and so forth. They are all running on Linux operating system. So it is essential for someone who want to move into this area to understand how to operate and administer Linux system. For computer communication, and everything is network. So you need to understand how computer communicate, how devices communicate on the network as well as on, how devices communicate on the internet as well as on local area network. This module will provide you with the basic concepts in communications in a computer network, for example, the OSI 7 layer. Now, after completing the 2 modules in PDC-1, you will then move on to PCD-2. Okay, BDC-2, you basically go further in depth into computer networking. So as you can see from these 3 modules, you learn about routers, routing, and how routers learn information from each other using dynamic routing protocol. You also learn about LAN switching, about VLANs, also enable inter-VLAN communication. In the 3rd module for this PDC-2, basically is talking about cloud. So as we know, cloud is now the de facto way to companies deploy IT assets. So it's important for us to have a good foundation in cloud computing. What kind of services are available in the cloud? What are the pricing models and what are the supports and etc. We are going through this course using the AWS Cloud Academy platform, which is aligned with the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Industry certification. So after going through the course, PDC 1 and 2, what else can you do? Well, you can actually upgrade yourself by attending further courses that we offer. One of the courses that I'll be talking later is the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing Architecture. One of the things to note here is that participants taking this conversion course will be exempted from one of the modules in this specialist diploma, which is Cloud Foundation. And you will be also well prepared for another module called Linux Administration. Again, you can also proceed to do other diploma, for example, the Specialist Diploma in Network Security if you are more interested in the security area. This course will be definitely helpful for you since you have completed some of the network modules or the Linux Essential and especially the Cloud Foundation skill. Now here are some of the administrative details for this course. As I mentioned earlier, it's only a 1-year course which covers 2 semesters. The course is 2 to 3 evenings per week, starting from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m., which is 4 hours. Up to 50% of the teaching will be conducted online synchronous. That means the lecturer will basically use online platform like Teams to conduct the lecture. There will be 2 intakes per year in April and October, same as for the rest of the diploma. Application period actually started for this coming October, and you will end in 31st July for the October intake. So the next application will be from December to January for the April intake. As I mentioned earlier, the mode of training is face-to-face. That means you will come to Poly for classroom lessons, online synchronous, and also practical hands-on experience. Okay, next I'll be talking about the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing Architecture, in short known as NSCCA. Now in this presentation, I will cover the course objective, the rationale for this course, and also the job outlook for cloud computing in the current market, the course structure and the features, and the course website. Now for course objective. So what is the course objective? The cloud computing architecture course focuses on cloud architecture and practical application across emerging technology areas. You are not just learning about cloud computing itself, we are also learning how to design and implement application to manage new digital solution. So what is the target for NSCCA? Well, we are equipping participants with knowledge and skill required to undertake cloud computing roles that include CSOP engineers and solution architect. These are the key roles needed in the digital transformation that Singapore is going through. The rationale for the course. We have been hearing about digital transformation, right? A small business undergoing digital transformation, they are moving their assets or services operation to the cloud. Why do companies deploy more and more of their services in the cloud? First of all, cost efficiency. Cloud computing can help businesses reduce their IT costs by eliminating the need for on-prem services and related hardware like routers and switches, because in the cloud, companies do not need to purchase their own equipment. And with cloud, it allows companies to be innovative and agile. They do not need to spend a lot of capital expenditure buying hardware. They can simply provision resources in the cloud as and when they need it and terminate them when they are no longer in need. Terminating the services normally will save costs. So this provide them with a lot of agility and freedom to innovate without worrying about the cost. Professionals who understand cloud computing can help businesses navigate this transition, and digital solutioning skills are crucial for developing new business model and strategy in the digital age. Now, next, let's look at the outlook for the job market in cloud computing. I've put up this two link here. You can scan the QR code to find out more information about that. So basically, Singapore digital economy is continuing growing, and we can see that in 2023, it has accounted for 113 billions of the nation's GDP. In the Worldwide Fortune Business report, it has also reported that cloud computing market is projected to grow from 6.676 billion to 2,291 billion by the year 2032. That's a huge number. With all this, we can expect the need of cloud computing professionals to increase. As for the course structure, the NSCCA comprises of 4 modules that may be completed in 2 semesters. Upon completion of two modules in the semester, participants will be given a post-diploma certificate called PDC. And then once you have completed both the PDC, you will be awarded the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing Architecture. The diagram here shows the 2 semesters. As we are now having the intake for the coming October, you will start the session in October and end in February for the first PDC. Then for the second PDC, you will continue in April 2026. In PDC1, Fundamentals of Cloud Computing, these are the 2 modules. You'll be learning about fundamentals of cloud in Cloud Foundation. We are, as I mentioned earlier, we are using the materials from the AWS Academy, and this material is aligned with the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification. Then we also have the Linux System Administration, where you go more in depth about managing a Linux system, such as adding hardware, managing creating users, security, file system, things like firewall, and so forth. And this will prepare participants for the Red Hat Certified System Administrator certificate. We will be using the materials from the Red Hat Academy. After PDC1, you will then move to PDC2, where you go into in-depth in cloud architecting. In Cloud Foundation, you have learned the basic services. What are the things that can do in the cloud? In cloud architecting, you will now put this together to address some requirement and build cloud-based solutions. You are basically architecting cloud-based solution using all the different cloud services, and this is aligned and prepare for you for the AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate certification which is a higher level than the cloud practitioner. Again, this module is delivered using the material from AWS Academy. Finally, after learning about cloud and Linux, you will be able to implement new innovation digital solution, making use of all this emerging technology, incorporating IoT, machine-to-machine communication, cloud computing services, video analytics to design and implement new digital solution. This module will actually discuss use cases that include the Singapore government's Smart Nation and Industry 4.0 initiative. What is the mode of training? Okay, this course has adopted what we call the 70-30 model, whereby 70% is conducted using asynchronous e-learning. Asynchronous means there is no fixed schedule in a week, okay? And 30% are facilitated learning, where you will come to SP and there will be a lecturer conducting the class. So what this means that you will basically have freedom to plan your own learning, and you have flexibility to customize to learn at your own time. And the 30% facilitated learning is for you to come to the campus, where you can then explore the more difficult topics, do hands-on, and clarify any doubts with your lecturer. The facilitated learning consists of 9 designated evening of 2 hours. So it's not 4 hours, it's only 2 hours between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, 7 p.m. to allow you more time to transit from your work to SP, 9 p.m. so that you can finish your learning early and you can go back home to spend time with your family and prepare for your day, for your work the next day. And this diploma is also a stackable specialist diploma. So what do we mean by stackable? This diploma actually has another specialist diploma which you can stack on, which is called the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing DevOps. So you can refer to that diagram over here. PDC1 is common for both of these specialist diploma. So earlier on, I've been talking about cloud computing architecting. So upon completing the specialist diploma in cloud computing architecture, you can actually take on additional 2 modules and you'll be awarded another specialist diploma called the Specialist Diploma in Computer Computing DevOps. So this will reduce your time to get 2 specialist diploma from 2 years to 1.5 years. So this is one of the main advantage. Okay, this is the QR code for the website. Again, applications is now open till 31st July for the October intake. And the next application is in December for the April intake. Okay, so thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Tosing, for your insightful and informative sharing. To close our speaker segment, we are pleased to introduce Mr. Kwa Teck Pui. He will be sharing on 2 CET courses: Specialist Diploma in Operational Technology, Cybersecurity, Network and System Defense. Specialist Diploma in Network Security. These post-diploma courses are designed to equip learners with hands-on skills to combat evolving cyber security threats and enhance our system and network defense capability. Teck Pui, over to you, please.
Thank you, Danny. Okay, let me just share my phone. Hey, good morning, everyone. Okay, let me okay, there's too many video windows at the moment, so let me just close a few of them. Okay, right. So I'm going to talk about 2 specialist diplomas. So the first one is actually specialist diploma in operation technology, cybersecurity, bracket, network and system design defense. Okay, the short term for it is actually NSONS. Right, so you can click on the link provided to look at the details if you want to. Right, and then my name is actually Khatipui, so I'm taking care of the course at this particular moment. Okay, my agenda basically is to look at the course objective, then after that, the rationale for the course, and what are the outlook, and lastly, of course, the course structure, what are the things that you're going to learn, and lastly, the website that you can go to find out more information. All right, so NSONS was actually created a few years ago in year 2021, right? It's actually to support the CSA, Cybersecurity Agency's master plan in cybersecurity, right? So we created this course basically to allow participants from different background to actually equip with the OT, which is operational knowledge in terms of protecting against cyber threats and etc. So the rationale for the course is basically to look into these few areas, all right? So it's to increase the OT understanding of cybersecurity, how to actually take care of them, how to mitigate them, and so forth. And nowadays with OT and IT merging or emerging together, right? So there's a lot of threats that you can find when you put your OT system onto the internet. So we are trying to actually reduce or try to protect against any unnecessary attacks and so forth. And of course, with the support from CSA Master Plan, so they are also looking at training more participants in this area to protect against any attack in our OT environments. Okay, the job outlooks, there are many vacancies available. So this is actually one of them, right? So the growth of IT or ICS, industrial control systems, are actually expanding. So and more personnel trained in this area are actually needed. Okay, so this is also another one, right? So a cybersecurity provider indicating that a lot of money will be spent in the future to ensure that the OT environment is actually secure. So the job role that the course train the participant to be will be into infrastructure engineers, right? So you will be able to handle or create your operation technology plant or operate technology manufacturing environment, right? And then you'll also be trained in security, so you can become a security engineer. And lastly, of course, we also follow the CSA guideline to actually create this course so that you can actually be trained as an OT cybersecurity engineer. Right, the course structure is actually divided into two PDC, right? So it depends on which PDC you start, either in April or in October. So if you look at the yellow highlighter, so if you start in April, you will do PDC 1, right? Then followed by PDC 2 in October, or if you start from October, then you'll be doing the PDC 1 in blue, and then after that PTC 2 in April the year after, right? So total there's actually 4 modules that you go through, and the whole duration is actually 1 year. So these are the modules that you will be doing, right? So you have one which is industrial system. So if you're not familiar with the industrial control system, so this module will introduce you to that, and then also look at how to do the programming of it and how to connect sensors, machines together, and so forth. Right, then module 2 will be on cyber operation fundamentals. So this is actually came from the CCNA Cyber Ops Associate certification course. So the course itself from Cisco is actually quite lengthy. So we actually reduce the coverage in this module, right? But some of the topics will be actually covered in other module as well, so that you, at the end of the day, if you want to go for your Cyber Associate certification from Cisco, you can still do that. Right, so module 3 will be on the OT or IIoT and etc. So this one will make use of the NIST or the Purdue model or frameworks to actually look at how to defend from attacks of your OT environment. And the last one, of course, is the network security management. So this will allow you to manage or to provide sensors at the appropriate location to actually pick up whatever is happening on your network. And of course, with the introduction of AI, you can actually make use of the AI to help you to mitigate any of the threats before it actually happens. Right. So those are the 4 modules that you're going to cover for the 1 year durations. Right, so mode of training, of course, we have asynchronous lectures, being all the materials available in the Polite Mall for you to refer to, as well as from the Cisco website as well. You will be registered for Cisco, and then you will be able to access all this material online. We also have face-to-face tutorial, face-to-face practical, and so forth. And there will be quizzes that you can actually attend on your own to determine or to gauge your understanding of the modules. Okay, the registration is from, sorry, the course date is actually started on 21st October 2025, right, to the 30th of September 2026. So it's a 1 year course. But of course, in between, there'll be some breaks and things like that. Right, the registration period is actually starting from 1st of June to 31st of August 2025. So you can start registering for the course if you want to. Okay, so these are some of the highlights of the course. So we have cybersecurity training from Cisco. We have blended learning that you can make use of. And of course, we are more into practice oriented. So you will come and make use of all the equipment that's available and etc. Okay, so that's basically the specialist diploma in OT cybersecurity. Right, next I'm going to go into the specialist diploma in network security. So this course has been around for many years already, actually since 2007, right? So of course, we started the course because of there's a need for training personnel in cybersecurity or network security, right? As mentioned by Mr. Tan previously, that a network is still the backbone. So after that, you actually need to protect the network and etc. So that's basically why this course come about. Okay, so we're going to look at again the course objective, the rationale of the course, what are the outlooks after you finish, and then after that, the modules that you're going to take, and lastly, the website that you can actually visit for more information. All right, so since Singapore is actually promoting smart nation and things like that. Okay, I think nowadays smart nation is no longer in thing, right? But all of us are actually using networks somehow to actually communicate, to talk to each other, to work together, collaborate, and so forth. So we want to ensure that our network is actually secure. So the NSNS is actually designed to ensure that there's more specialists trained in this area to actually protect the network. Okay, so rationale, of course, cybersecurity threat is actually increasing every day. So there are all sorts of funny things that's happening. So you have malware, you have ransomware nowadays. Scam seems to be very common. Like every day you hear about somebody money got cheated and so forth. Right, so hopefully with the course, we can actually reduce all these attacks and so forth. Right, and we also have specialist knowledge so that we can actually ensure that the participant can learn more in encryption, learn about firewall, setting up intrusion detection, or maybe doing a bit of monitoring, and etc. And lastly, of course, with the government support, so that's why we are actually pushing this course. Okay, the outlook for network security, as mentioned before, so more and more personnel is needed actually, right? So need to train more personnel in this area. So that's why we're actually creating this course or created this course in the past. Right, and there are about 4 million cybersecurity jobs vacancies nowadays. Right, so of course, Singapore is not one area that you have to stuck in. You can actually go to everywhere and then anywhere in the world to provide your service and so forth. But okay, so the job roles we are actually planning for network security is actually associate security analyst, right? Then security operation analyst. We also learn a bit of forensic, so you can be a forensic investigator, right, or incident investigator, and lastly, of course, security engineer. So those are the course job role that you can actually go into. The structure is exactly the same as the NS/ONS that I mentioned before, right? The only difference with this course is actually instead of 4 modules, right, there's actually 5 modules, right? So there are total 5 modules that you need to attend. So in the PDC one, you will do 2 modules, right? So basically, network security, which is the introduction of all the networking that you need, identify the threats and etc. And then module 2 will be on firewall, setting up firewall to protect your system, protect your network. And in the PDC 2, be 3 modules, right? One will be on the wireless network. Okay, so everybody is using wireless, so we are trying to concentrate or bring you to ensuring the wireless network is actually secure, right? Setting your user access and things like that. Then module 4 will be looking at network analysis and forensic. That means you go to the you will be able to monitor what's happening on your network and find out whether there's an attack, right? At least you can identify the attack patterns and so forth. Okay, and then lastly, we have one module called the projects, right? The whole idea of this project is actually to incorporate all the things that you have learned from the 4 modules, right? And then implement them into a sort of a network that you can make up of and then try to secure the network yourself. So that's the whole idea of the projects. Right, so mode of training is exactly the same. So we have asynchronous lecture, face-to-face tutorial, and practical. Again, practical is very important. And on top of that, we also will be registering the participant to access the material from Cisco network security modules. Right, registration start date, of course, will be 21st of October. Then to 30th September 2026. Registration already started, right, from 1st of June until 31st of August. And of course, these are the selling point of the course, right? So we have cybersecurity certification, which is under the CCNA network security that you can actually take after you finish the course. All right. Okay, so that's basically the 2 courses from me. All right, so I'll pass it back to Danny.
Thank you, Teck Pui, for the clear and comprehensive overview of the cybersecurity courses. We'll now come to the Q&A segment of today's session. If you haven't already done so, feel free to submit your questions using the Q&A features. I will be moderating this segment and directing your questions to our speaker respectively. Joining us on the panel for these discussions are course chair, Mr. Tan Toh Sing, Mr. Kwa Teck Pui, and assistant manager from PACE, Mr. Chan Jun Liang. Let us dive in now. We have one questions that were sent over to us during the session. Maybe I'll just read out. So many interesting courses to take, but I'm not sure which one to go for. Is there someone I can contact for more advice? Thank you. So we have provided a reply, saying that to visit the course website for more details. And in the event that you have more questions, you can feel free to contact us. Maybe I take this opportunity for the course chair over here to share, any advice that we want to provide to the for the questions.
Yeah, okay, because basically it depends whether you're switching from a particular area to another area. If that is so, then the conversion diploma may be suitable for you. The other advantage of all these post-diploma courses is because it's basically the duration is normally about 1 year. Okay, so it's quite short. But the commitment per week will be about 2 to 3 lessons a week lah. So you need to have that kind of time that you can afford to. Okay, a lot depends on your interest and also your future career path, what you want to be, then you will select your course accordingly.
Okay, thanks, Toh Sing, for the advice. Maybe Teck Pui, you want to give your advice to this question?
Okay, I agree with Mr. Tan. All right, so as mentioned, it depends on what you're actually aiming. So if you already have, let's say, a diploma in one of the related courses, so if you want to specialize into other area, then you select the specialist diploma. If not, then you go for the conversions, which is more suitable. Basically, that's what I want to say.
Okay, thanks, Teck Pui. All right, I hope we have shared some advice to the attendee who posed the question. Okay, there's one questions just came in, Mr. Kwa Teck Pui. I'm a mid-career transitioning to cybersecurity and wish to get a foot in the cybersecurity. So do I go for specialist diploma in operational technology cybersecurity, or specialist diploma in network security, or specialist diploma in cybersecurity management? So are you able to give your advice?
Okay, so right, depends what you're looking at. Okay, for what's the difference between the three? Okay, let's say OT cybersecurity, of course, is looking at our infrastructure, right? Like the power line, right? Like the water supply and things like that. Okay, so that's basically the concentration on that, or the manufacturing plant for that matter. Right, for specialists, diploma in network security is more on actually taking care of the network, right, to ensure that the network is secure, then don't get hacked into by hackers and things like that. Right, and then lastly, of course, for cybersecurity management, this specialist diploma is more from the School of Computing. Right, they are more of protecting the system itself. That means the individual servers and so forth. So it depends where you're coming from. So if you have knowledge in ICS or OT, right, that will be the course for you to go to. Okay, but actually for me personally, I will go for the OT because Not because I'm the chairman, because the reason is because there's an AI element in it. All right, so that might be a advantage at this particular moment. Okay, I hope I've answered your questions.
Okay, thanks, Teck Pui, for your advice. Okay, so there is no question at this moment, but maybe we'll take the time. Maybe they're still thinking on what to ask. I would like to share some information, or to highlight some of this important information for all to know. Registration for CET diploma and post-diploma courses has started. And it will end on 31st of August. It's 31st August 2025. So if you're interested to sign up for any of our CD courses, kindly submit your application form early so that in case we need to, in case there are further clarifications, we can have the time, all right, to find out and then follow up with the applicants. Also, do submit your application form early. The second point I want to highlight is on this recognition of prior learning. I think the course chairs have presented very well, and they also talk about the minimum entry requirement for each of the respective CET courses. Now, on top of that, we also have this route called the recognition of prior learning. For applicants who do not meet the entry requirement, may still apply for admission to the course by producing evidence or relevant working experience or supporting information to ascertain the competency readiness. All right. So what it means is that do not worry. All right. If you do not meet the entry requirement, the course team will evaluate your portfolio holistically, and we'll do our best to bring you into our course. So that is recognition of prior learning. The other information I want to share with you is this NTUC UTAP. All right, if you are NTUC union member age 40 and above, under the Union Training Assistant Program, in short UTAP, you can enjoy $500 per year for course commencing from 1st July 2020 to 31st December 2025, which is within the window. And you are able to enjoy up to $500 per year if you're NTUC union member, 40 years old and above. So if you fulfill the criteria, please go for this NTUC UTAP. If you are going for a diploma course, all right, diploma in engineering, courses at SB, we have this ITE Progression Award, in short IPA. So for Singaporean ITE graduate, regardless of age, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, all right, you will receive a $10,000 top up to your CPF OA account upon completion of the diploma. All right. If you are enrolled in the CET course by the age of 30, all right, then you will be eligible for 5K post-secondary school education account top up after enrollment. So once you enroll, if you are below 30, all right, once you enroll, you get a 5K top up. And once you finish the course, you get a 10,000 top up to your CPF OA. So do take this opportunity and go for this ITE Progression Award if you are doing a diploma course. Okay, now there's one more question that just came in. Mr. Kwa, nice to see you again. Oh, okay. Okay, I was your former student back in 2015. Wow, okay, about 10 years back for computer engineering. I would like to ask more about the CCNA network certification. Could you go into details about attaining such certification? Hey, over to you.
I think it should be CCNA Network Security. Basically, it's a certification that you can actually take in terms of in the area of cybersecurity. Okay, so most of the content that we cover in the specialist diploma actually come from this CCNA Network Security certification. So you can actually make use of it or during your learning time to actually study for the course. Yeah. To get the certificate, of course, you have to take the exam separately. You have to go to the agency. I can't remember what's the name of the agency, but you have to go and get your exam externally, all right? No, not through SP.
But the curriculum will help them, build up their knowledge,
Yes,
competency
yes. The
in
course will,
obtaining the
yes.
CCNA. I
Yeah.
think that is the key part. So the CD course will prepare you well for this certification. Oh, okay. Thanks, Teck Wei. All right. Okay, so we have no question, but maybe we can invite Jun Liang to share some insights about the how an applicants can go about applying for the CD courses, how do they navigate and put up their application. Maybe Jun Liang can help us with this.
Yep. Hi, everyone. So I'll just take you guys through a very simple journey of how you may apply for the courses that you are interested in. So I'll just take this as an example, Advanced Diploma in Power System Engineering. So if you are in our SP website, which you should, then you can just click on the register button here, and it will ultimately lead you to the STEP portal. This is a common portal for everyone to actually sign up and register for courses. Yep. So here I would like to point your attention to the financial matters. This is the area where you can actually look at the detailed breakdown of the course fee, regardless of your age, and also for the individual module. And if you require more information on the application process, there is actually this question mark button at the top right corner. Once you click on there, you can actually click on this course application status on the left menu bar. Under course application, this is the entire step-by-step process on how you may actually help yourself on applying for our courses. Yeah, it's a very detailed step-by-step guide. So over here, we'll just like to point your attention to two things over it's education qualification as well as working experience. So these are some of the supporting documents that we will actually need your assistance to submit to facilitate a smooth enrollment process. Yeah, education qualification is for us to determine whether you meet certain MER, and working experience, of course, is if you don't meet, then the recognition of higher learning or working experience will come into play. And that's where our course chairs can evaluate accordingly. So that's the end of my sharing. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jin Liang, for helping us to navigate the application process and sharing some tips, all right, for applicants to take note. Okay, I think there is no more question at this moment, and right. So I will just close up the session. A big thank you to all our speakers for their insightful presentation and to everyone here for being part of the session today. We hope you found the session informative and it has sparked new ideas for your professional development. A recording of the webinar will be sent to your email so you can revisit the content at your convenience. We look forward to welcoming you to one of our courses at School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Singapore Polytechnic. Thank you once again for joining us. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.